Hello guys, I'm Aveline. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So today we are decorating another apartment, and this one is probably one of my favorite ones. I love this layout for this apartment. I feel like it's very natural or very realistic for this apartment because you have all the common rooms where all the big windows are. So this is the floor plan that I sort of stick to often when it comes to this apartment. But I just feel like it has a nice flow and it makes sense and stuff. So you can see the address of this apartment in the upper left corner. It's in the Hakim House. I just don't remember the number, but you can see it in the upper left corner. I can't see it because it's too small, it's too blurry, and it looks like it says Hakim House, and I don't know what that is. So anyways, but I know it's called Hakim House. I just don't recall the specific number. But anyways, this apartment is for two parents or just one, and a teen and a child. So it's for a family of 4 total. You could easily fit in like a pet bed somewhere and also a litter box if you want to. I did only put a shower in the bathroom, but you could change it to a shower plus bathtub combo, so you could have a dog live here if you want to. I just decided to not put any animals or any pets in this apartment this time around, but I often do that when it comes to apartments actually, because I like to fit as many Sims and pets into one apartment as possible. So if we talk like Pet Possessed apartment, which is pretty small, I like when I try to figure out how to fit 4 Sims in there, or possibly 5 plus a pet or something, because it's a challenge. Like, try to fit in as many playable characters, or I don't know, pets are not playable, but still, like, you still have to take care of them into as small a space as possible. I don't know why that is. I just like to do it, so, but not today. All these 4 Sims have a lot of space, and I'm sure they're happy about that, but I just feel like I didn't want to change the floor plan up so that I could make another bedroom. Also because the windows just fit this sort of floor plan instead, so I'll just leave it be. They're gonna have a nice luxurious-ish kind of apartment, and I hope they appreciate that. It's also very bright, it's very light. I kind of went for more of like a mid-century modern kind of feel to it, because I think the last 2 times that I've decorated this apartment, it's actually been more Bohemian inspired, and then I also did a Scandinavian, which you could kind of argue is mid-century modern, but it was very black and white. So today we're definitely going for a little bit more of there's a bit more color to it. So beige, light wood tones, and then blue, because I feel like those two, like the chair here from Get Famous, I feel like those 2 colors go very well together. So not so Scandinavian when it comes to the color scheme, but the items might still be, because I'm guilty, whatever. I fluctuate towards mid-century modern quite often, I'll admit to that, but it's just, I love that style. It's what I live in myself. It's what I see in my day-to-day, so I just kind of, I don't know, I'm just drawn to it. I can't help it. But I promise that not everything I do here on the channel is mid-century modern. I like those items quite a lot, so I tend to use them quite a lot too. I can't help it. But anyways, here is a laundry room. It's right next to the front door to the apartment as well, because I feel like that kind of makes sense. And then we're moving on to the bathroom. Now this is the bigger one of the 2 bathrooms. There is another one where the children live, but this one is the more detailed one. I spent a little bit more time on this one. It's also slightly bigger. So over here, for example, we have some shelves where I decided to put some products. They could be like hair care or skincare products or something. And speaking of products, thank you to Function of Beauty for sponsoring today's video. I love self-care, so hair care, skincare, and body care. And I find that it's something that really helps me de-stress during uneasy and busy times in my life. I find Function of Beauty really cool because you actually get to customize your own hair care products. It's super easy. You basically go through a 2-minute quiz to outline your hair type, hair goals, and personal preferences. And you also get to choose the color and the fragrances in your products. Plus, you also get to choose the name on the bottles. So for my shampoo and conditioner, I chose Deep Condition, Strengthen, Volumize, Anti-Frizz, because as we've established, I kind of have crazy baby hairs. And also Shine, because who doesn't want to have shiny hair. As for the fragrances, for my shampoo, I chose vanilla and shea butter. I really love vanilla. And for my conditioner, I chose something a little bit more fresh, so peach and mandarin. And of course, I went with purple for my shampoo. Purple is my favorite color. And pink for the conditioner. I love how my hair feels after using these products. It both feels very soft, but also very healthy. Plus, both the products and also the leave-in treatments have actually helped me get control of my crazy baby hairs, as you may be able to see. And to customize your products even more, you also get a sheet with very cute stickers that you can use to customize your bottles. Function of Beauty products have no parabens, sulfates, GMOs, or toxins, and they're also 100% vegan and also cruelty-free. I would send my products, but I've actually been really impressed with them. I love hair care already, but the fact that you can customize them to your own liking is a huge plus for me, and it also makes me more excited to use them. Function of Beauty products are delivered straight to your door, so you don't even have to leave the comfort of your own home to get the products, which during these times I think is a pretty big plus. And if you follow my link, which you'll be able to find in the description box and also in a pinned comment at the top of the comment section, you'll get 20% off your first purchase. So thank you again to Function of Beauty for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get on to the rest of the build. It's definitely not the most detailed bathroom that I've done. It's also very narrow, but it's still bigger than the other two. If you want there to be a bathtub shower combo, by the way, you can just open up the square that I closed off in this room and then just place down one of the shower bathtub combos, because as long as the left side of it is actually not blocked, you can still use it. So you can still use it to bathe tiny humans or pets, or just to step into like your own Sims, your grown-up Sims, whatever. So just in case you did not know, as long as you keep the left side not blocked, open, cleared, whatever, you can still use it. Like, it'll still be fully functional. So if you really want like a dog or something to be in this apartment, that would be probably be the best way to do it. So it's the same with the walk-in closets that we have from, is it Get Together? I think it's Get Together. As long as you keep the right side cleared, you can still use the closets, because your Sims only need one tile to be able to use them. I think it's somewhat the same with beds, actually. As long as there's like one tile, I don't remember specifically where it is. I did have to playtest it in the parents' bedroom in this apartment, actually, because I accidentally blocked it. But as long as you keep this little space cleared, you can still use the beds. So you kind of have to like experiment a little bit while you're decorating, and then also playtest as you're decorating to kind of figure out exactly where the different, I don't know what you would call that, like paths or something, I suppose. Like what, not like walk paths, but I think they're still called paths. Your Sim needs like a path to be able to step into the bed. So as long as you keep that cleared, you can actually put a lot of decor around the beds. It's the same with the walk-in closets that I just mentioned, and also the bathtub shower combos. And also actually I think toilets too for some reason, sinks, and also showers. There's a lot of stuff you can do. You'd be surprised if you have move objects on. I almost called move. Anyways, if you have move objects on, there's actually a lot you can do, like a lot of clutter you can place here and there while the items will still work. Sims are not as stupid as we think they are. They're still kind of stupid, but not as stupid as we think they are. Maybe close to it though. Anyways, but yeah. So I was experimenting a little bit with that in the parents' bedroom as well, because I had to place some, you'll see that once we get there. There's not a whole lot going on in there actually, but I did have to place some bedside tables, and they got a little bit too close to that little spot that I need to have cleared, and I had to play test it, which is why Faye suddenly shows up. Also, no, I did not stop using Faye as my playtester sim. She'll always be my playtester sim, except from the ones where I use myself, or not myself, but like my sim self. So, but yeah, she just has a lot of different looks now. There's a master criminal mind, or what's it called? A criminal mastermind. I've obviously watched too much Criminal Minds. Anyways, there's the criminal mastermind, and there's the geeky nerd as well, or the geeky teen, and what else is there? I think there's the grandma one as well, a single mom. There's a couple of single moms actually. There's the army of phase, which everyone always gets very freaked out whenever I use the army of phase. So I haven't actually used them for months, but I have one household that's literally just 8 Fays. If you're new to the channel and you don't really know what Faye is my playtester sim. She's a blonde sim in a pink dress, usually by standard. That's what she looks like. but I kind of have turned her into several different personalities just for fun. So like I have a detective or a detective fae because I had to build a detective, or I didn't have to build it. I decided to build a detective's tiny house, and I just felt like, I don't know, I wanted there to be a proper detective on the lot when I was building it, so I turned one of my fays into a detective. That's also why I have the geeky teen, because I had to build an apartment, a geeky teen apartment, and I think the grandma one was also because I built a grandma's tiny house or something, so I just kind of do that now and then. But Faye, her name is still Faye, and she's still my playtester sim. She's just not always wearing a pink dress, but she's still there. Let me know what videos you want me to record, by the way, because currently I am actually pre-recording. That's also why I did the CZ overview yesterday. I know that some of you guys would have rather seen me do a build with the CC, but I'm on short time right now because that sounds kind of morbid. You guys get what I mean. Because I am going through a wisdom tooth removal, making it sound very dramatic, but I'm just having a tooth removed next week, and I just kind of want to make sure that I have videos pre-recorded for then, because I don't know how much it's going to hurt afterwards. I've never had a wisdom tooth removed. Please don't tell me your horror stories, because the last time I did, everyone started telling me their horror stories, and I don't like dentists. It's always been like that, so I really don't want to hear your horror stories. Sorry, please don't tell me about them. So, but that's happening next week, so I just kind of want to make sure that I have some videos up on the channel, and that's why I'm recording a little bit shorter videos these days, such as the CC overview. I've also recorded a challenge that should be going up tomorrow, and if not, it's going up on Sunday or something. I'm also recording 3 more facecam videos today, so if there's anything you want to see me record, anything smaller, like a tiny house or an apartment or something like that, let me know in the comments section down below, because I think it would be nice with some suggestions. So not an orphanage, because that's going to take a long time to do. I've seen that suggestion, but I just don't have the time right now to build an orphanage, because it's quite a big build in my mind, at least. If I were to build an orphanage, it would be huge. It would kind of be like, you've seen the Batman trilogy, so with Christian Bale as Batman. You know, I know it's not an orphanage, but I mean, it sort of is, like, orphan boys, I suppose, spoiler alert, but at the end of the 3rd one, his house becomes like this, how would you call that? Like a house for orphan boys, basically. There's another word for it, I don't remember, but it's huge, and that's how I kind of imagine an orphanage now. Like, I just feel like it's huge. I've also seen a couple of horror movies where the orphanages, that does not sound like a word to me, so just ignore that. But anyways, those are also pretty huge, and always in like older buildings and stuff. It's probably just to add to the eerie kind of atmosphere in those movies. But I feel like those kinds of houses are pretty big, so if I were to build one, it would turn out pretty big too, and I just don't have the time for that right now because I am pre-recording. I'm kind of treating it like if I were to go away for a week, say to London or I'm not traveling anywhere right now because there's the stuff going on. But if I were to travel, I just want to make sure that I have videos up for while I'm gone. So I'm kind of treating it like that, except I'll still be at home. I'll still be sitting here playing The Sims. Like, let's be honest, I'll still be recording. I just won't be talking for a couple of days, and I'll be eating soup only because that's what happens when I have my gum infection. This is the reason I'm getting rid of my tooth, so I don't have more gum infections because they suck. So, you know, I'm still gonna be here, still gonna be recording. I just won't be doing voiceovers for a couple of days. So that's why I'm pre-recording for those days where I feel like I probably won't be talking. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. That was a whole lot of explaining just to tell you guys that I'll be here but quiet for a couple of days, and that's why I'm pre-recording. But anyways, so this is the first one of the 2 children's bedrooms. This is the one for the teen, so the other one is for the child. I don't know, you still call, like, if you have a pair of parents and they have children, the children could still be like a tiny human or a teen, right? It doesn't actually just have to be children, because I'm still called a child by my mom, even though I'm clearly an adult. So I feel like whenever you talk about children in The Sims, you're talking about the child life stage. So it gets kind of confusing, but they have two children, but one is 2 children. I don't know. English is going great today. but one is a teen and the other one is actually a child. Does that make sense? So anyways, and I decided to put some music instruments in here as well. I felt like it had been a while. It probably hasn't, but I just felt like it had been a while since I did any kind of teen room for someone who was very into music. There's not a whole lot of room in here though, like not a whole lot of furniture placed around, but that's because we have two walls that have quite a lot of window on them, so I don't like to cover up windows. It's a thing. I cringe when I see like headboards covering windows. I'm like, why would you do that? What about natural light, or just, I don't know, being able to open the window and get some fresh air into the room or something? You're kind of covering up the whole light situation. So I just don't like to cover up windows, and that's why I kind of kept those two walls cleared of furniture. I'm okay with putting plants in front of windows though, because I would probably do that in real life too. If I had a plant that I knew required a lot of sunlight, like a birds of paradise or something, I'd probably place them in front of a window. But in The Sims, furniture, no go. But plants, yes, it doesn't matter what kind of plant, because they don't die from too much sunlight. They don't change colors either. I feel like I would freak out if The Sims actually ended up implementing like this sort of thing with plants, so you had to know about the specific plants and where you could put them. Imagine if you put a plant in the bathroom, but there wasn't any windows, and it was a plant that actually wanted indirect sunlight. The plant would die. Like, could you imagine if they had that in The Sims? I feel like I would just, no, that's too much I need to know to be able to decorate. So just like every time I put an oven next to a fridge, someone comments that I can't do that, but it's The Sims. It's not gonna blow up. Nothing is gonna happen. It's all good. So it doesn't really matter that much in the game. Anyways, this is the last one of the rooms. I already decorated the other bathroom. I don't know if I did it off cam, but they have a bathroom like in between these two rooms. So that's also where the guests are gonna go do their business. But that's about it for today. I hope you guys like this little bedroom as well. If you like this apartment, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. Thank you again to Function of Beauty for sponsoring today's video. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. Remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.
Closer, I'ma get closer to you. Yeah, got me, baby, got me hooked on you once again. Girl, I need you. How many times do I want you? 'Cause we could be so complete. Baby, I'll never want anyone new. I was on the bed when you undressed. Baby, when I pulled you in and felt your breath, then I knew the girl I need you. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Every moment is another chance. Loving you is all I wanted. I'm wide open for a love affair. Girl, when you're looking like that. Closer, I'ma get closer to you. Yeah, got me, baby, got me hooked on you once again. Damn, girl, I need you. How many times do I want you? 'Cause we could be so complete. Baby, I'll never want anyone new. I was on the bed when you undressed. Baby, when I pulled you in and felt your breath, then I knew the girl I need you. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it.